100,000, 125, 120, 150 to 75, 175, 175 now to 175, now to 175 to bid, 175 now, 175 on an to 175, come on, 200 where 2, 200 in front, 200,000 not on an 2, 200,000 not on an 200,000, 200 to bid, 200,000 not on an 2, 200,000 not on an 2, 200,000, 200 to bid, got deposited the tab of stock, 200,000, come on, 20, 220 bid, 220,000, 220 a bid, 220 now, 220,000 not on an 220, 220, 220, 40, 240, 240, 240,000, 240 bid, 240,000 not on an 240,000 not on an 240 bid, 240,000, and 240,000 not on an done, goes up, bidding it up now, let us know, goes at 240, 240,000, and 240,000, last call, last time, goes down, goes left, out back. What about a 10, Brownie? Let's drop a 10 you like. 240 bid, 240 now, 240,000, well, we're going to reduce fair, winning fair. Goes 110 to ya, last call, last time, let us know, goes left hand side, anybody else now, for 240.
Welcome to ATB-TV, I'm Darren Dance here with Lazarus, the greatest comeback of all time, Brian Johnson. Welcome to ATB-TV.
Thanks so much, Darren. You said lose weight and I'll get back on, so yep. I've done my best.
I reckon he's lost 30 kilos, he's half the man he was.
Stopped eating, stopped drinking, stopped having fun, and here I am.
And it's back.
Just spending money. I've got plenty of money for horses.
Well, here we are at the Magic Millions mare sale, and we spent the week up here looking at mares, and we've sold quite a few mares this week and some foals last week, and yeah, picked up a nice mare yesterday, lot 919. What do you think of that mare, Brian?
Very nice. I'm going to get involved with it. It's by Headwater out of the mare called Swanee, which is, if you want to get any Collingwood supporters on board, I'd say jump in pretty quick.
Swanee.
Swanee.
Well related to Jessie Bell, so she's part of that breeding program going forward, so lovely mare. Anyway, as we stand here in the twilight of Magic Millions.
1508, 1509, 1510 to the sale ring, please.
No, that's okay. So, right, we're going to go through last week's runners, and Beejay, you're going to run us through. Where do we go first?
Well, the three runners at Seymour last week, Darren, Equieto 5th, Silver Stratum 2nd, and Streets of Dubai ran 7th.
Well, there was a lot of controversy, Brian, about the Seymour track last week. It was very loose and cut up, and horses weren't handling it. Equieto, he led on the rail and got bogged and ran out of puff, and it was probably a disappointing run, and he over-raced a bit, so he needs a bit of cover. He won a trial this morning, Beejay, so he's in form. We just got to get him on top of the ground. Silver Stratum was enormous to come second in that race, in the same race as the Streets of Dubai. Come from well back and hit the line well for a nice second, and he's ready to win going forward. And I thought Streets of Dubai to finish 7th was a bit disappointing. Did you see that run?
I'll see less for me, Darren. You were at Seymour, I would see less. I haven't seen any racing for a couple of weeks.
Well, this is going to be fun. Yeah, he was disappointing, Streets of Dubai. He wanted to get on top of the ground, and he'd want to do something a bit better over 2,000.
And my obsession ran at Ballarat and ran 4th.
I thought she had every chance at Ballarat, every chance in the run. I think her only hope now is to stretch her out to 2,000 metres, and hopefully she can win a race, and then we can either move her on as a broodmare or put her in foal, depending on what the owners want to do. But she's been in work over 12 months. She's probably had 15 runs this time in.
She might need it.
She's a marathon.
She might prefer to go and see us, Darren.
She might.
Just for a change. Broadway first ran 9th at Sandown.
Yeah, well, his prep come to the end. He showed nothing there and didn't finish off. He's won over nearly 200,000 this prep, Brian, and won about 4 or 5 races. So he hates the wet, and he's going to the paddock at the right time.
He's been a handy horse.
He's been a really good horse, and if he hates the wet, he's going to get plenty of wet in the paddock.
Now, for anyone that didn't see Sizemore the other night at Strasbourg,
how'd he go?
Tell them all about it. Well, he ran 5th apparently.
Yeah, he did run 5th. I thought you were going to watch it.
I was. Well, I started watching Clint Eastwood, The Unforgiven.
And you went to sleep? Because I did. Yeah. Look, once again, they had him wide and come down the middle of the track, got out of his ground after being up there and then sort of finished off okay. He's probably got one more run for us, and then he'll be moved on. So he'll go to a claiming race, which is like the trots, Brian. You put him in, you put a figure on him, and if someone claims him, and it's gone.
Do you think anyone will claim Sizemore?
I think it'll be a big queue.
Alright.
Do you?
Well, possibly. You never know. Might be someone who might claim him.
So that's the end of our runners, and now we've got a ton of runners coming up next week.
We have. We've got Saturday, we've got Moonee Valley, Wanted Diva, the half to Rockalicious and West Shore.
2-year-old filly by Wanted Diva, good winner the other night at Cranbourne, and going into that race probably his favourite. It's a 2-year-old race. I think with all the Vobus and that, Brian, it's worth about 120 to the winner.
It's actually the last race that I saw, and I played golf that day with Sam and Scott down there at the races. They never actually mentioned that. They didn't mention the name. They said they had a horse running, but never mentioned the name, and I missed the big prize.
They left you out.
They left me out.
So that was Scott Davidson and Sam Lord, just to clarify.
Yeah, to clarify. They got the odds. I didn't.
They left you out.
They left me out. They did tell me it was running though.
And are you in this filly, Brian? Because you're in Rockalicious. No. Would you like to be in the filly?
No. Because
I think we should sign Scott Davidson and Sam Lord out for leaving you out and put you into it.
They play good golf. So
Phil Britton might give you a share. He's that sort of guy.
You wouldn't give it to a Collingwood supporter, Darren. No way in hell, I don't think.
No?
No. Well, very for yes, it was.
I used to know your brother, Brian. He was a bigger guy. All right. So, Wanted Diva, favourite, going terrific, got a lot of ability. It's going to enhance that Rock Diva family.
And she's our star up at Dooman.
Dooman, yeah, up here. I'm glad they're going to Dooman, Eagle Farm. A lot of controversy. Didn't really want to run there. She's got form at Dooman. You got to forget her last run. The jockey just drove her mad to the lead and gave her nothing in the end, and was a poor ride. So he's off, and Jim Burns on.
I did see that race. It wasn't probably the smartest ride.
It was terrible. Out of 10, what did you score him?
Probably 3.
2 for me on a good day.
I'm a positive.
Only because he had a licence. But she'll run well. She's about a $6 chance.
And the Irish Fastnet Rock Racing Bendigo on Saturday, Carraga now.
Catch his older brother. That's about all they got in common.
Yeah, well, it's a bit hard to catch him at the moment. But
He's disappointing.
He's drawn wide as well, so...
So he all cleared up in the wind. We had him scoped to make sure that's all good. So we're getting him back, hopefully, onto a better surface at Bendigo. And I think he's drawn wide now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's only starting one was from a wide gate at Pakenham.
So you're confident?
I'm confident he'll run.
Okay.
I don't know how well he'll run.
No, he'd want to show something.
And Sunday, Ballarat, you've got Silver Stratum and Rainy Meteor going around.
Well, Silver Stratum's ready to win. After the Seymour run, he is ready to win. I'm sure Pete Morgandi will be there with his trailer load of cash.
He's got, I think Peter's horse might have won today, Felix Bay, I think.
Did it?
Over the jumps.
Well, he left us out. I never got the mail. Spoke to him 5 times. Never said a word.
Yeah,
Gee, they're good, aren't they? Hey? He's good.
Out of mind, out of sight.
You know, the other day we had trials at Ballarat, and we had about 10 horses trialling, and I said to him, go there and video them, and if any owners turn up, make sure you look after them. So 2 owners turned up, John Sabo, and what do? The horse is halfway down the straight in the trial, and he yells out, "Oh, your horse is trialling?"
Oh no.
They drove all the way there. He only had 2 owners to look after.
That's unforgivable.
Yeah. What was he doing? What was he doing?
I don't know.
2 owners.
2 owners, I don't know. He's probably busy.
Drinking coffee. Drinking coffee and putting his bets on. Leaving us out. Good on you, Pete. You're really good at your job. Righto, Raining Meteor.
You're Raining Meteor.
Beetroot. Ren, I thought he was disappointing at Warrnambool first up over the carnival. A lot of horses that ran first up at Warrnambool have failed subsequently, Brian. The form has been no good, so I think we're hoping that this horse will run well on Sunday rather than expecting it to run well. But he needs to do something, this horse. He's been around for a while, and it's been a while since he's won.
Alright, and Monday you've got Sovereign Wealth and Pressing Matters at Warrnambool. 2 horses I know nothing about, so looking forward to watching them.
Well, I'm going to go down to Warrnambool on Monday. Michelle Payne trains Sovereign Wealth, and she reported today that she was really happy with the way that filly's going, and hopefully that long row horse can do something on Monday, first up. And Pressing Matters is a staying horse, just learning his trade, and he was fair first up at Kilmore, and I'm sure he'll put in a more improved race on Monday. I'm pretty sure he's got blinkers on too.
And Tuesday, Wangaratta, you've got Streets of Dubai and Stringer Bell stepping out.
Are you going to Wangaratta, Brian?
I don't actually know where I'll be going.
It's a long way.
I don't know what today is.
It's a long way to Wangaratta.
Probably not.
Have you been to Wangaratta?
I've been to Wangaratta, yep.
To the races?
I've been there to, I think, the dogs.
The dogs.
The dogs. many moons ago, but
Well,
I'd probably say no.
I'd say maybe we should send Morgs. He'll probably miss the race.
Well, he's in Ballarat now, so it's not only about 5 hours. Something like that, I think 4 or 5 hours.
Streets of Dubai. Well, he's as I said, he was disappointing at Seymour the other day, so maybe Wangaratta maybe might suit him better, and as he gets fitter. And Stringer Bell, well, he's another horse that didn't really go that well last start, and then he drew a wide gate, and I think he's got another wide gate. So once again, I think where he's put the blinkers on him, and hopefully he can turn his form around too. There's a few here that are singing the same song, Brian. They need to lift.
Yeah, need a different tune, don't we?
Yes.
Wednesday, Sandy, you got High Largo from the nice Falago family.
Yeah, we're trying to win a city race with her. She's Group 3 placed, so we picked out a couple of city races for her to see if we can get her a city win before she's another one that will be going to the Broodmare barn at the end of this preparation. She's been a good mare and she's well bred, and as I said, being group placed, it'd be nice if she could be a city winner, because you've seen what these mares are worth here at the sale this week, and It's incredible, isn't it?
It is. They're worth 60,000, they're going for 100,000. So
Yeah, so there's plenty of money around.
you really need to be a seller, not a buyer, don't you?
We want to be sellers.
So if you want to race horses, buy them. And Pakenham on Thursday, Equieto going around.
Yeah, well, we're getting him off the wet because he doesn't like it wet, and unfortunately he's in at the wrong time of year, so we need to try him on the synthetic, and he trialled really well this morning, and I know this horse is in good form and he just needs a chance to get on top of the ground, so if we can get him out to Pakenham next Thursday on the synthetic, I think he'll put in a really good run. He's got to get cover, he's got to be well managed, and a win's not far around the corner for him.
That's probably late in the afternoon, so that's probably a good meeting for you to go to, Darren.
I reckon, yeah.
Pakenham on Thursday afternoon.
Well, Pete won't go to Pakenham, it's just too far.
I don't blame him going over the West Gate on a Thursday afternoon or Friday afternoon.
Well, you know, you're not going to be lonely.
True.
Insightful.
Yeah, very insightful. But
Anyway.
over my head for a moment.
Well, what are we going to do there, Brian? Who's going to win? Who's going to win this week, do you think?
I would probably say Wanda Diva's a good chance. I had a quick look at the field. Drawn okay, and probably she's
Craig Williams is on.
Yeah, well, Craig goes. He's a good jockey.
He's trying to win the premiership.
Who's he got to beat?
Bo Mertens.
That makes it interesting, doesn't it?
So we don't hear from him all year, and then when he wants to win the premiership, he's ringing up every day for the rides. Good on you, Craig. And mine would be She's Our Star. And I'm pleased to say we don't get a weekly tip from Peter Morganti because he's not here. And you know his strike rate this year?
Low?
We're in week 24 of the year. He's tipped one winner.
Oh.
And that was the day after it won. That's his form.
Oh, so nothing's changed then, really?
No, nothing's changed in 2 years that you've been playing golf and not eating and not drinking and not smoking and not swearing.
Well, the last time I was on ATB-TV, I think I was interviewed Francesca Comani, so I thought there's a chance I was going to see her again, so I thought I'd make myself look good.
And you got me.
I got you.
Well, that's where we are this week. We've got a little bit of vision of some of the horses going through the sales for you to have a look at. Not really looking forward to going back to Victoria tomorrow afternoon, Brian. Mind you, it's cool enough up here at the moment. It's probably 16 or 17, feels like 10.
Yeah, I nearly took the jacket off then. It's got to be cool.
And like really down at Victoria, I think 2 or 3 degrees.
Yeah, and they're complaining about it.
Yeah, and frost.
Deal with it.
Yeah, just get on with it. Harden up.
Harden up, exactly.
And how's the pies, mate? How's the pies going? Have you missed me not to ask you how the mighty pies are going?
They're having an interesting year.
Where are they on the ladder? I think they're above Hawthorn.
They're only just.
One spot, are they?
They're getting there. They can kick straight. They can kick straight, kick goals, kick more points than their opponents. They'll win more games.
Keep Buckley, keep Maguire, and get Cloak back.
I heard Buckley could be going over to Essendon.
Essendon? That's where he should be.
It's a big whisper. Going over to Essendon.
There you go. You've heard it first. And I'll tell you here first. You know what the rumour I heard?
What's that?
Gary Ablett will be playing for Geelong next year. It's guaranteed.
Straight from Hutchie.
I've heard it.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Sounds like it's going to be going to go
Mark
through.
my words, you've heard it here on ATB-TV. Gary Ablett, back to Geelong next year.
And I very much look forward to Peter doing ATB-TV next week to see what he comes back with.
Thanks, Beejay. What a ripper little segue. I might jump in this week, not next week, and just clean up a few errors from the first bit of ATB-TV. Not so much from you, Beejay. Polished performance as usual. The stand-up comic beside you may have just erred in his ways and just forgot a few runners that we actually had at Pakenham last week. Pakenham. Yeah, that's right. I went to Pakenham. Wednesday it was, over the West Gate. Trip down there from Ballarat, 2 hours down, 2 hours back. Just have a look at this little cheat sheet. You would have noticed on the right hand side there, 3 runners. Perugia, who ran second, Rocket Cod, who got bogged and ran last, and Tintaglia, who had the saddle slip and might have been 2 or 3 home, but basically had no hope. I'll just cover those for you, Nancy, that's alright, no worries, the owners probably want to hear about their horses. Anyway, Perugia was great, raced without cover, was on a heavy, well basically a heavy 10. Did race without cover, but look, he was terrific to the line, just to go down a bit over a length. So I spoke to Darren Weir at Burrenbeat yesterday. More than likely we'll push on with him and just try and win a race, and then probably send him to the paddock. As a 2-year-old, he's had 5 runs and been, you know, terrific in every one, and should have won a race by now. It's just bad luck that's probably cost him. So more than likely we'll push on there. Rocket Cod, who led in that race and was good first up, he just did not handle the ground one bit. Craig Williams noted that he travelled really well until the pressure went on, and then he just floundered. So back to the synthetic with him, more than likely at Pakenham in the next 10 days or so. And as I mentioned, Tintaglia, she jumped well, travelled strongly, and then the saddle just slipped slightly, and if you watch the replay around the 800, young Lockie King almost goes over its head, so over her head. So I forget run, and we'll push on to another race over 2100. I think it's Swan Hill Archie's got aimed, so that's the carnival over the long weekend. I'll just go back. Silver Stratum, there's a big doubt on him running from barrier 17 as well. Also, for all the serious witness owners, she just had a little problem there last week. Obviously, the transfer from Matt Kamani to Archie Alexander has happened in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just been a little bit hectic there with Archie getting her into the stables and having a look at her. He's happy with her. Obviously, he took note of the last run at Geelong, and you'll see intentions going forward will be to ride her a lot closer, and she'll go around at Pakenham. There's a 2200 metre Super Vobis maiden next Thursday, the same day that Equietto will be there. Just received notification of that prior to Darren and Beejay doing their spiel last night. So we look forward to that. She's knocking on the door, the big Pakenham synthetic track. Hopefully we'll land her first victory. Anyway, that's my little jump in, just to, you know, smooth over a few errors from the first part of ATB-TV. Yeah, certainly felt like I was playing Roger Federer at the Australian Open. There was quite a few backhands there, but anyway, I'll just volley one there and just tidy it all up and take the point. We'll see you all next week when I'll be back on stage with Darren Dance.
Well, Pete, while you're sitting in front of the fire at Ballarat, we're here working, trying to source a bargain for our clients,
guts out.
and looking forward to going out for dinner tonight and having a nice steak.
And we have a couple of wines too, Darren, if you want. Just
You want to have a wine?
Pete.
Yeah, why not?
All right, I'll have a look.
No whinging, just a few wines.
Just a few wines.
Well, before I sign off, I want to wish Christina Jeffrey, our pre-trainer at Kyneton, happy birthday today, June 1st. She's up for a big night. Horses won't get work tomorrow, but she does a great job, so happy birthday, Christina. Hopefully you got plenty of messages on Facebook and Twitter today. Till next week, I'm Darren Dance, here with the elusive Brian Johnson.
Thank you, Darren. Good punting, everybody.
150, 150,000, 150,000, another one out of 150,000, another one out of 150, 150 bid, I'll take 25, 75, 75 bid, 75 an hour of 175, an hour of 175, 175, 175 an hour of 175, an hour of 175, 182 where, 175 is there, 2 is in, 200 pounds. 200,000, 200,000, hand out this. So let's drop for 10. Well, let's drop for 10. That's no money. 200,000, 200 of it. Early coming up with ready. 200,000 10 there. 200,000 with 10. 200 with 10. 200,000 on round 2. At $200,000 all done. Goes now. Here's an opportunity late today. Here's one going to be a carnival, I thought. 200,000 to a win. At $200,000 all done. Goes now. What do we 10 there? At $200,000. Everybody else goes up. Bit of a knock now. At 200,000 last ball goes. What do we 10? At 200.